As I am recording this video, Alex Jones is live on his new network, the Alex Jones Network, talking about the final day of Infowars. In a secret auction, The Onion has purchased Infowars and will be converting it into a satire site, much like another site they had a long time ago, Clickhole. I just want to say, this is the stupidest thing I have ever heard. This is exactly why the Democrats and the neocons, the neolibs, they lost. These people lack the cognitive abilities to think more than one step ahead. We call it single-layered thinking or single-ordered thinking, meaning they say to themselves, Alex Jones is bad. I know if we shut down Infowars, then no more Infowars. And Alex Jones already has a new company. So while right now, Alex is basically saying they're going to shut down Infowars. They bought out the studio, the equipment, all that stuff. He's already got a new system set up. And this just seems to be a massive promotional opportunity for Alex Jones, who he himself is the company. We are not, my friends, in the days of old, where you needed like the Fox network to broadcast a message. We are now in the era of influencers. That means you can't do anything. Alex Jones, the only way to stop him would be to arrest him and put him in solitary confinement. That would go too far. They wouldn't be able to pull that off. So what do? Well, they're trying to destroy his company, and he already has another one. And not only that, Alex Jones, even if they come after him again, he could stand in a parking lot with some random kid holding up a phone, post it on X, and Alex Jones ain't going nowhere. Now, they're trying to take his social media on X as well. But these people's, their brains don't work. Alex Jones does not own the @RealAlexJones handle on X. X does. You cannot instruct Alex Jones to hand over the account. Elon Musk need only say, nope, we own it. And we're going to let Alex Jones use it. Thank you and have a nice day. But let's read where we're currently at, and I'll give you the full details. We got this from the Post-Millennial. Alex Jones announces that the Onion has bought Infowars after a secret auction. Now, of course, the reason why the Onion did this is they're trying to humiliate Alex Jones. But I got to be honest. Donald Trump just won the popular vote for a reason. So I'm going to compare some website metrics for you guys. The Onion is tiny. They do about 3 million hits per month. 3 million. So apparently other individuals had put in bids, but they changed the way the auction would take place so that it wouldn't be an auction. That way they could fabricate this outcome. That's at least what's being reported. Let me tell you, Timcast, our website doesn't get nearly that many, but in terms of views on YouTube and Spotify, Apple, Rumble, wow. We do like 70 to 80 million, I think. I don't know, somewhere in that number. Maybe more. I don't know. There was a period where we were doing 140 million just on YouTube alone. 140 million per month. How about them apples? The Onion is 3.5, but sure. So who cares? Infowars is bigger than the Onion. So that's why I suppose it makes sense. But let me just right now, people are asking whether or not we should buy MSNBC. We as in people on the right. The rumor is Comcast is going to put MSNBC up for sale. Their ratings are in the gutter. Ain't nobody going to buy it because the only value the network has is the hard equipment. So why spend money on wholesale equipment when you can just buy wholesale equipment? If anybody on the right bought MSNBC, there'd be no viewers. And then you'd have to advertise to your existing audience somewhere else to come watch MSNBC. What's the point? So what is the Onion trying to do here? Sure, they might get a flash in the pan of people who might click Infowars. But look, no liberal is going to wake up to use a new brand. This is marketing 101. Let me tell you the news before I talk about marketing and why these people are stupid. You may be asking yourself, how did we get to this point where Donald Trump got reelected? It's because they're stupid people. The smart people have jumped ship. Here's the story. Left-leaning satire site The Onion has bought out Alex Jones's Infowars in a bankruptcy auction, according to the New York Times. Jones announced the buyout and said it was done through a secret bidding process. Jones promised earlier this week that he planned on the continuation of the Alex Jones show, per the Times. On Thursday, he posted comments in reaction to the news of the purchase, saying that Infowars is being shut down and that it was done without a court order through a secretive auction. Jones said that the Infowars bankruptcy, they changed all the bidding rules, made it secret 2 days ago. I had a bad feeling. I told you that. Just like they tried to shut us down back in late May without a court order, there's going to be injunctions filed. The Times reported that the bid to purchase Infowars was sanctioned by the families of the Sandy Hook shooting victims. Jones and his company, Free Speech Systems, were sued for defamation by the families of the victims for over $1 billion. After the shooting, Jones claimed that it was a hoax and the victims were actors hired as part of a scheme to get more gun control laws in place. He later apologized for the claims and said that the massacre was 100% real in making comments to a jury. Now, here's the crazy thing. This is a guy who said something like, what was it? 10 years before the suit was filed. When was they said when the lawsuit was filed? It was like 8 or 10 years later, he got sued over these statements. We thought this would be a hilarious joke, the chief executive of the Onion's parent company, Ben Collins, said. This is going to be our answer to this no guardrails world where there are no gatekeepers and everything's kind of insane. In September, a judge in Houston ruled that Jones's company could be auctioned off in order to compensate for creditors of Free Speech Systems. Chris Matei, who is a lawyer for the families of the shooting victims, said the families of and the Onion did a public service by divesting Jones of his assets and company. It's like these people can't think. It's like they can't just look. Please, people, I beg of you, teach your kids how to play chess so they can understand multi-ordered thinking. Now, me, I started playing chess. I can't remember a time when I didn't play chess. I was a baby looking at chess pieces. I didn't understand what was going on, but I learned how to play chess. And so you're constantly trying to calculate several moves in advance. And so right now, I love to play Magic the Gathering. It is like chess and poker combined. And it's so much fun to calculate interactions 12 steps in advance. It's so fun. And when you can do that, you win. If you're thinking about the probabilities your opponent has for the cards in their hand, the things they have on the board, the interactions that exist, what a fun game. Now, see, for people like us, and I will tell you this, there's probably substantially more people on our side who play Magic the Gathering than on the woke side and the left side. We are people who actually think ahead. The right is more likely to engage in delayed gratification. I don't even consider myself right-wing until the left became weird cultists and then said everyone who doesn't agree with us is, but fine, I'll take it. Basically, anybody who understands multi-ordered thinking is now considered right-wing. So let me just stress, they're like, haha, we did it. Alex Jones already has, what is it? Alex Jones Network. Congratulations, you've stopped nothing. No one's going to go to Infowars.com to watch this stuff. No liberal will pick up a new brand to chase after this. I'll talk to you all about sales and marketing. Before we go any further, though, and jump into this NBC News article, head over to castbrew.com. Buy Cast Brew Coffee. Cast Brew Coffee sponsors our show because it's me and I own it. So I sell my own coffee. And it's the best coffee. It actually is my favorite. I have Appalachian Nights every morning. But I'll try and work in, and I learned from the Daily Wire. Wait, guys, let me try this again. Can you believe that NBC News is actually running this story? I mean, it's such a ridiculous story. Now, I can understand why they would, but buying the Onion buying Infowars is a waste of time and energy. And of course, after all of this and they spend all their energy, they're going to need a pick-me-up. That's why when I'm lacking energy, I go to castbrew.com and pick up Cast Brew Coffee. How is that one? Okay, I'm done. Anyway, here's NBC News. They say the Onion sticker on this side, they bought it. We know. Quote, I just got word 15 minutes ago that my lawyers and folks met with the U.S. trustee of the bankruptcy. We do know this. I'm seeing if they have any other updates. They say details of Wednesday's auction, including how much was offered, was not released. Now, Alex Jones was saying, I think Roger Stone and other people on the right had put in a bid to buy Infowars. But apparently, the Onion was able to buy this with a lesser bid. That's what they're claiming. They're saying that the Onion offered a bid. Other bids were offered. It wasn't an auction. It was sealed envelopes that I guess people were allowed to look at and then decide which one was going to be the winning bid, which makes literally no sense. If it's a public auction, then the public gets to know what was offered. But this seems highly suspect. The idea is that when asked, apparently Alex Jones said something like, well, they said the Onion was competitive, which basically means it's smaller than other websites. Let me tell you this. I got here from similarweb.com. The total visits of the Onion, 3.5 million. Okay. Well, I can tell you how much money they're making off that, and it ain't that much. I don't know if they do memberships or what it may be. There's other deals they may pull off, but 3.5 million, it's very small. So they have between 51 and 200 employees. Let me see if I can get a hard answer on how many employees The Onion has. I'm willing to bet that it's relatively small, probably closer to, so one website says they have 155 employees. That might make sense. Let's see. Wow, before they've claimed, this website says they had 380. Well, that's not even the listing now, so they must have shrunk. And I think that's probably accurate. They have funding. That's how you do it. That makes sense. The Onion's likely got Democrat aligned funding of some sort. They say their annual revenue is 15 to 25 million. That is surprising. But if that's the case, how much can they really offer up? If they do have 150 employees, I imagine they're going to be spending, I don't know, $1 million a month or more on all those costs. So probably more, maybe even 1.5, which means they're relatively break even to a decent profit margin. How much could they really have offered? Well, I don't know. But take a look at this. This is Infowars website analysis. They have 6.6 total visits, and their annual revenue is lower. Now, I will stress that just because their website is 3.5 don't mean nothing about all their other socials. So they probably do have a lot more. Let me see if I can pull up some more data. And then we'll talk about the marketing thing and why. So The Onion on YouTube, 20 million per month. So it could be another $1 million. They may be doing 1 to 2 million on YouTube. They seem to be growing pretty well. This is the stupidest thing you've ever heard, and I believe it's purely political. There seems to be no reason why a company would buy out Infowars in this way. Let me play this one clip from Alex Jones. You can hear it straight from his mouth. He released this at 8:51 a.m.
50 right now. I'm about to upload this to X. I just got word 15 minutes ago that my lawyers and folks met with the U.S. trustee over our bankruptcy this morning, and they said they're shutting us down even without a court order. This morning, the Connecticut Democrats with the Onion newspaper bought us. They asked, did they outbid? They said, well, it was competitive. So they changed all the bidding rules, made it secret 2 days ago. I had a bad feeling. I told you that. And just like they tried to shut us down back in late May without a court order, they're supposed to have a court order. There's going to be injunctions filed. I'm about to go live out of Harrison's American Journal studio. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to be here until they come in here and turn the lights off. I'm going to say, where's your court order? So this is all going down right now. They want to silence the American people, but we're not going to be silenced. Be sure and follow me at the Alex Jones Network at AJN Live on X right now. They're filed in court to take real Alex Jones away. That's totally unconstitutional. The judge already said no, so they filed in other courts. So the live feed going up by the time you see this at AJN Live and at Real Alex Jones right now. Share this everywhere. This is a total attack on free speech. The deep state is completely out of control. The private security hasn't even been told all this yet. They tried to tell them last time, the other U.S. trustee, to shut us down on the court order. These folks said no. So this is all happening right now. This is the tyranny of the New World Order, desperate to silence the American people. The mandate of Trump against all the lawfare, they don't care. So the system still thinks it's in charge. I'm going live right now from what probably will be the last transmission from this building. God bless you all for your support. Please support our sponsors so we get funds to stay on the air at the Alex Jones Network, thealexjonestore.com. Take action. I need your support. Infowars is really the detonator for this whole global movement that's happening. Your support did that. You're the reason it's happening. You are the resistance. God bless and good luck.
All right, so let me help you guys out a little bit here. I mean, most of you probably understand basic marketing, but there is zero money to be made in what they are doing. Right now, Infowars.com has an audience. They go to Infowars, they watch. If one day they wake up and Infowars is a different website, they stop watching. We talk about this stuff in media marketing all the time. So I get people and they say to me, Tim, what if we did, on Timcast IRL, we did something, so here's one of the ideas we were having. We were talking about how can we do Timcast IRL every day of the week? What if we do it on weekends? Okay, how do we do it on weekends? We just do the show on weekends. We'd have Phil host. And then the question was, who's the co-host? Who's third chair? Who's producing? And I'm like, oh, good point. We have to hire other people because there's no way Serge and our rotation and our guests, it's going to be different. And then we went, oh, well, hold on. Then we're basically making a functional show that's substantially different. Right. Okay, so we probably can't do it. But hold on. You might be saying, but I don't know. What do you mean? Same time, same branding, same location. That should work, right? Not on the internet. That's not how these things work. And so the issue would be that if the show is even somewhat different and a certain amount of people choose not to watch it, it hurts you in the algorithm. You need to maximize. There are questions. Is it better to do no show than to have alternate hosts? What we do right now is sometimes if I can't make it, like when we are going to Nashville, Phil hosted on Friday. Sometimes it makes sense just to have the show. There will be a slight dip in viewership. Sometimes, not always. And then by Monday, everyone comes back saying, oh, Tim's back. But if you split this 2 days out of the week and people start to say, I don't want to watch on the weekend because I watch for Tim, not Phil, and other people say I watch for Phil, not Tim, then come Monday, the audience flips again. That negatively impacts you. So if we're talking, we'll lay it out. They bought Infowars. What did they buy? Wholesale equipment and a building rental. That's it. What are they? Every employee is going to quit. You're not going to have an Infowars staffer, security, otherwise be like, we work for the Onion now. So the Onion buys out everything. They get access to domains. They get access to Dr. Jones Naturals or whatever. I think that was part of it. Then what happens? A day later, there may be a spike in viewership when they announce Infowars is now the Onion. And then a day after that, nobody's going to watch it. Liberals are not going to go to a news site. They'll go to the Onion if they do. They're not going to adopt the new behavior. It's very difficult to pull this off. They are trying to, so this is why it's dumb. If you want to launch what they're talking about launching, which is a satirical website that mocks Alex Jones and people like him, you create a new website and you market it to slowly build up an audience. If you take an existing channel and then alter it 100%, people will abandon it. And then you will have spent a crap ton of money on a dead property that you're building from scratch anyway. So this means they're buying the domain name for some ridiculous amount, some competitive amount of money, millions of dollars, I'd imagine, tens of millions. And then what? The domain dies, the viewership dies, the hosting dies, the employees all quit. They'll have to then reinvest several million more dollars. And look, there could be a rich person who's like, I'll pay for it all, sure. But what's the end result? Let's say after a month, they've rebounded and they've created a satirical news website. Then what? Have you stopped Alex Jones? No, he's already launched the Alex Jones Network. In fact, he's live right now on the Alex Jones Network, already with 107,000 followers. And his real Alex Jones has a lot more. He's got 3.2 million. They want to take this account from him. They can't. It's owned by X.com, not by Alex Jones. So even if a court ordered it be handed over, Elon Musk can just laugh and be like, you are not taking my property and giving it to someone else. That's it. The best case scenario for The Onion right now is that they will have a functioning satirical website that they spent an obscene amount of money to launch, to develop a new audience, and they can just say we're dancing on the grave of Infowars, while Alex Jones maintains his audience, his followers, and keeps doing everything he does. So what was the point of any of this? Well, perhaps they wanted to feel good about themselves. I got to tell you, man, this is why Democrats keep losing. They can't think more than one step ahead. They say, aha, we've done it. We've shut down Infowars. Alex Jones is still going. You could get some 17-year-old kid with a cell phone in a parking lot and Alex Jones could walk by and he presses record. Alex Jones rants and the kid posts on X. Congratulations, Alex Jones is back. You can't take the kid's phone. You can't shut the kid down. Alex Jones can go to any one of his employees who launches a new media venture and he can say, I'll host a show for you. Okay. Now, if Alex Jones launches a new network or a new company that he owns, they're going to claim he owns the Sandy Hook families. They're going to come after him and they're going to try and take those companies from him again. But if anybody else, literally, this is why I'm like, I don't even know what the point of Roger Stone or anybody else buying Infowars would have been. Who cares? I get it. There's a figurative, there's a spiritual and a cultural victory in maintaining the brand and saying the left can't have it. But at a certain point, you know, Alex Jones is mentioning this. It's John Paul Jones stepping off the sinking ship onto the bigger ship. I have not yet begun to fight. Yeah. They fired a bunch of holes in Infowars. And so he's jumping on a new ship. And they can't keep this up. They're going to launch it. He launches a new company. They're going to sue him. They're going to say, okay, well, we want this company because you owe us money. He's going to say, okay, play ball, ladies and gentlemen. The amount of money it costs Alex Jones to launch a new company is substantially less than it will cost for all these companies to keep trying to buy them from him. And imagine if Alex Jones pays down his debt by simply launching a new company every month, forcing them to buy it. It would be the funniest thing in the world. They don't get it, do they? This is a new age. You cannot just shut down Alex Jones. You know what, man? I can already hear everybody saying, Tim, stop giving him ideas or whatever. It doesn't matter. Alex Jones is a person. He broke no laws. They sued him for defamation. Fine. What are you going to do about it? Things are going to change in a couple of months. If Donald Trump makes, let me tell you guys, Donald Trump may have won. He's president-elect. Lord, help us that he gets inaugurated and gets in office. Because two people have already made attempts again on his life. These are scary times. Donald Trump gets in. AG, Matt Gaetz, DNI, Tulsi Gabbard, SecDef, Pete Hegseth. This stuff is not going to fly. I want to see Matt Gaetz launch a probe into this. You know why? By all means, you can say that Alex Jones defamed the family and all that stuff. Okay, yeah. No court orders, secret ballots, secret auctions. Yeah, that does not seem, I should say, that seems untoward, as it were. And I believe it's grounds for an investigation. And if it's all fine, so be it. Who cares? But you expect us to believe this stuff? Things better change when Trump gets in, and I hope he does. But good luck. You bought a website that people aren't going to go to. Alex will keep doing his thing. What have you done? I suppose you'll feel good about yourself for today. But I mean, any sane person on the right is just going, and Alex Jones is going to still be live. You're going to shut down Infowars. 3 seconds later, he's live again. Good luck. Next segment's coming up at 1 on this channel. Smash the like button. Share the show with everyone you know. Become a member over at timcast.com and join the movement. Join the Discord server. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you all shortly.